In today's video, I wanted to share me trying some gift wrapping hacks and tips that I learned here on YouTube. What's up, YouTube fam? Welcome back to my channel. My name is Nicole if you're new here. My channel is all about home DIY projects, so pretty much everything I do on my own at home. That includes everything from hair and beauty, skincare, all that good stuff, to home improvement. Everything around the house that I do myself, I post, I share with you guys to make your life a little bit easier and just share my experiences with you guys. To do that, in today's video, I wanted to share me trying some gift wrapping hacks and tips that I learned here on YouTube. Because it's the holiday season, Christmas is my favorite time of the year, and we're all shopping for, you know, people that we love. We have to wrap gifts. Everyone likes a cute, neatly wrapped gift, right? And I feel like all these years I've been wrapping gifts wrong. I've been using so much excess paper and tape, and these hacks that I found on YouTube, it seems to be more efficient. So I wanted to share that with you guys. I'll let you know if these things work, if it's stressful, if it's like not even worth trying. But I want to do this because I know it's holiday season, like I said, and I want to kind of help you guys out. That's what I do on my channel. I help y'all out. Y'all help me out. If you're not subscribed to my channel, make sure that you do. You won't lose anything. It doesn't cost you anything. But I'm trying to get to my goal of 1,000 subscribers by the end of 2021. I've been consistent all year with this goal in mind. I'm more than halfway there, but hopefully we can do this. Hopefully, if y'all like this video, subscribe, comment in the comment section below to let me know what number of subscriber you are for me so I can see how my subscribers are going up. We're gonna get into the video. Here we are, the gift wrapping hacks and tips. Hope you guys like it. Let's get into it. Okay, so let's get into it. This is a gift that I'm going to be wrapping, a little Nike box. Tip number one, this is a personal tip. Don't use cheap wrapping paper, and try to use the wrapping paper that has the grid on the back so you can evenly cut. I've made mistakes in the past of buying gift wrapping paper from the dollar store, and yeah, it's cheap and it's affordable, but it rips like in place. Like if you have a box or something, it'll just like puncture, and it's just a mess. So I got this wrapping paper from Marshalls, which is good quality and still pretty affordable. So right now I'm using tips from the video that I used as a tutorial. So they said to make sure you have enough paper to wrap around your gift at least one full time. So that's what I did here. I followed the instructions. She also said, you know, you can have a couple extra inches. So I tried to do that. At least I thought so. So this wraps around the gift one full time. So if you if you wrap the paper around, actually, no, it doesn't. Now that I look back, it doesn't. Oh, okay, that's what happened. I messed up. I was following the instructions, and then when I tried to wrap it around one full time, it didn't work. So here we go again at a second attempt. So this process has been a bit stressful, trying to follow the video and trying to make it work. So this time, here I am cutting the paper in the correct way. So it wraps around the gift one full time. I gave myself a couple extra inches as the tutorial mentioned. And then she said to make sure the paper is in a cut in a square shape once you have measured it out. So that's what I'm doing now with the scissors. So I'm literally following to a T. I have the video playing while I'm doing this, and I'm really trying to make this work, y'all. I'm really, really trying to make this work and follow, because I really thought her hacks were great. So I had to look at my phone for a second. Okay, so she said to put your gift on a diagonal, and then she said to pull one side over. It was a little confusing doing it, but pull one side over to the point where your gift is pretty much covered. And I couldn't do that. I found that the shape of my gift, like if you see here, I'm trying to this is what she said, cover, make until your gift is fully covered. Cool. I did that. Boom. And then she said, start with the opposite end, pull that over, which is what I'm doing right here, and then tuck the sides in. So that was where I started having problems, and I started just playing around with it because I couldn't really tuck the sides in. The sides weren't being fully covered, and, you know, the box was being exposed. So I, you know, tried to watch her video again, tried to follow the steps again, doing the same thing right here, pulling the sides in that's closest to me. Again, right here, but you can see where my hands are. There's this corner that's exposed, and no matter how I tried to continue with the tutorial, the box was still exposed. And I'm like, is it because my box shape is different or taller than hers? But this was very stressful. It took up so much time, and even she made it look so easy, but for me, it just was like, it was a stress factor. No matter how I tried to finish the tutorial, some edges were exposed. Some parts of the box was exposed. If y'all see my child's little head in the background, ignore it. But I had to come back on camera real quick because clearly this hack did not work for me. It was like the hack where you turn the paper diagonal and wrap it that way. And let me see the girl's name who does it. This is no shade to her at all, but her channel is But First Coffee. So when I saw her hack video for, it's called gift wrapping hacks that you have to try. When I saw it, I was like, oh, bad. Like, I never thought to wrap gifts in the diagonal way. And she made it look so easy and simple, right? And so as you guys saw on the clip, it just wasn't working out for me. I had to revert back to my old way, which wasn't bad. Doing it, I'll put it right here, or right here on the screen. Doing it my old way, it requires a little more tape, but I don't use a whole lot of tape. And I realized I really didn't waste a whole lot of paper if you do it the right way. But yeah, the hack wasn't working. So stay tuned. We're going to still wrap some beautiful gifts in a pretty efficient way. But I just had to come on and be like, nah, it's a fail, at least for me. You guys let me know, anybody watching this video, let me know if you've tried the gift wrapping hacks from But First Coffee. Again, this is no shade to her at all, but I thought it was going to be super easy, and it was a complete fail for me. Like, I followed the instructions. I followed, you know, along with the video and her voiceover to say what you should do, how much space, where you should place the gift. And I think the biggest issue was my gifts were taller than hers. She had wrapped like some little flat gifts, and maybe when I wrap my, you know, flat gifts like a book or maybe a little flat game or something, maybe it'll work. But for me, just didn't work. I was so excited to record this video. My intro was lit, but as I went through, I was like, it's not working. So I'm going to use my old wrapping technique with the paper and then spice it up a little bit with my DIY bow. So for this, grab yourself some tulle. I already had some tulle in the house from like a project I did, a photo shoot I did a while ago. And tulle is super inexpensive, but it made the gift super cute. And yeah, just stay tuned for the rest of the video so you can see how I achieved these beautiful DIY gifts. Okay, so this is me doing my normal way. I've realized it was just too stressful trying to try that hack. I didn't even get to her second or third hack options where you do like the tapeless methods or whatever. So I do mine non-diagonally. Make sure I have enough paper to cover the full present at least one time, or just one time, to be honest, so you won't waste paper. So similar as far as how much paper, but then what I do is I fold down one corner like this. Make sure you smooth out the edges, and then you fold it in like this. you fold the other side in like this. So the only thing I don't like about this is sometimes you have a little extra paper. But I've come so far with wrapping. I used to use way more than this. Like, it would be just crazy. And then you do this on same thing on the other side, and it's still clean. It's still pretty easy. You're not using a whole bunch of paper or tape. And I just kind of folded this last triangle under before I taped it, just so it could look a little more clean, and then reversed it to the other side and did the exact same thing. And so where I have all this excess paper right here, I just cut it off. And it wasn't a whole lot of excess paper, but I just feel like the hack tutorial that I was talking about, it just looks so easy and seamless, and there was just like no paper wasted. So I really was excited to try it. But first, coffee, girl, if you see this video and you know what I did wrong, or anybody else that may have tried it and can tell me what I did wrong in my attempt to follow her tutorial, please let me know in the comments, because I would really like to try it and be successful in that those gift wrapping hacks. But it just didn't happen for me. It was just, supposed to be fun and easy and seamless, and it just turned into a stress factor. So this is the second gift that I'm wrapping today. Excuse the box. It's an old box. I'm waiting for my new gift boxes to come in the mail from Amazon. But I'm doing the same thing, making sure I have enough paper to wrap around the gift one full time on all edges. So you can see that there. Then I cut the paper to make sure it was a triangle. I'm sorry, not a triangle, a square. So I tried to do her method again with this one, and it was just not working out. It was just stressing me out. I think it was a little bit better than the skinnier rectangular box that I had, but it still wasn't working out. I feel like no matter how I folded this, the box was still exposed, and that's, you don't want to expose the box. So I reverted back to my, old ways again here, and I just did it the regular non-diagonal way, and then so covered the box fully and then taped the edge like this. So obviously I used way more tape than the girl used in her tutorial, but not a whole lot. So fold the edge over. I usually do that at the bottom so I could prep the top, and then I come back to the bottom. So fold the edges over like this. Tuck that under any excess, or you can cut it off, but I tuck it under and then just tape it down. So this still looks pretty clean. This is how I normally wrap my gifts, but I was really just trying to learn some new ways that could be easier. And like, what if you run out of tape? So her methods of tapeless wrapping I thought would have been super helpful, but I just didn't get that far, y'all. So then turned over to the other side, other edge, and do the same exact thing and tape it down. Let me know what y'all think about my normal gift wrapping technique. If it's how you do it, if it taught you something just the way I normally do it without the hack or not, just let me know, because this is what we do on my channel. We help each other out. I show you stuff, you show me stuff. We put each other onto game. So this is how the present turned out. Think it looks nice. So what I wanted to do is I did not buy those bows. I usually buy those bows that you just stick on that's pre-made, but I wanted to get a little more creative this year. So I had this old tool that I had from a dress I made for a photo shoot years ago. Tulle is very inexpensive. So if you have tulle, or if you have any type of ribbon or fabric, you can do this to make bows and wrap around. This tulle is like a little stretchy, so that's why I like it too. So if you have fabric, get something that has a little stretch to it. So this is how I made this bow. I'm going to show you again, and I'll talk you through it for the second present. But for this one, I was kind of just experimenting. I didn't really have a tutorial, or I never really had done this per se before. So I just was kind of like experimenting in this part of the footage right here. And as you see, I'm taking it apart because it didn't quite turn out how I thought it would. So we're going to start over. Okay, so you take the fabric, you fold it over like a bow, you hold it pinch it with your fingers in the center, and then you cut another piece that you're going to wrap around to kind of hold that structure in place. It's super easy, super easy. If you have any questions or anything like that, just comment below and I'll get back to you. But it's super easy, and I just think it's a super unique way to wrap your gifts instead of just doing those, store-bought stick-on bows. Just give your gifts a little bit of character. And I think it's just more exciting for the person who's going to open it. just to see something different under the tree, or how you present it to them. So now I'm just taking more tulle, measuring it out to fit along each side of the box, wrapping it around, and then tying it tight so that it stays in place for one side, and then doing it again on the other side to create that like cross or T. And so I think it's important, as I did this was my first time doing it, like I said, but I think it's important to try to cover up the, if you have like a line from your wrapping paper, like you see this line at the top, it's important to kind of like either put that on the bottom or cover it with the tulle. So right here, it's covered. You can't really see it. I put the bow in the center, and then I tied the excess tulle from the one that's going across the box to kind of put everything in place, and then just kind of play around with the bow, you know, spruce it out a little bit to make it look appealing. And then there you go. I think it's super cute. You know, super cute, super creative, and just a different way to wrap your gifts. I don't know if y'all have like a color scheme. I typically have like a color scheme. I'm only getting certain colors for my wrapping paper and accessories for the year to kind of have an aesthetic to what's under my tree. So that's kind of what I'm doing here. I have like all polka dots this year for all of my gifts that I'm wrapping. Now this second one, the tulle is a little thinned out in some spots, but that's okay. It doesn't have to be super perfect. It's still going to come out cute. So I'm going to let you guys watch the rest of this video. I hope you guys like it. I hope you guys enjoy my content. I appreciate all of my subscribers. You guys are so dope. We're really building a community together. Again, comment below. Let me know what y'all think. Let me know if you want to try this, what's going on for Christmas, XYZ. I'm gonna let this video ride out, and I will see you guys in my next video. I should probably talk through this part a little bit more. Sorry. So you'll see how I folded the bow again. I kind of talked through it before, but I'm doing the exact same thing and just attaching the bow. So you fold it to make the shape of the bow, if that makes sense. Pinch it in the middle and then tie another piece of tulle around it to secure it. So these are the two pieces. Again, like I said, see you guys in my next video. Hope you guys think it's cute and that you try it and just spice up your little Christmas, you know, your little Christmas gifts this year. All right, y'all, I'm gone for real this time. See you guys in my next video.